Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and welcome to the monthly vlog for December 2022. Let's do this. So we made it, y'all. We just survived a whole other year. So here we are at the end of December, and yeah, it's been quite the year, just in many respects. Lots of ups and downs for personally, but you know, in general, it seems to be the case. I guess it always is. That's a very general statement to make now that I've said it. But yeah, just everything's kind of hitting now here in the last month of the year, and just kind of taking everything in, and certainly looking back, not first of all just at this month and going, wait, that happened within the past 30 days, and then looking at some other stuff that, like, especially as I'm making the year-end lists, that just, I'm like, that was this year. I swore that was the end of last year to mid last year. So yeah, it's definitely, it's been a time, and you know, I hope everyone's made it through okay, and that you're all doing well here at the end of the year. And yeah, I guess I finally figured out what I want to do with this first section. I know it took me 2 years, but I think this first section from now on, and it actually makes sense doing this going into the new year, is this will be the channel news section, just kind of where I update you all on kind of where I am just mentally and with the output of the channel, and kind of what I want to do, things of that nature. And then we'll you know, do second section being the acquisitions, stuff like that, and then the third section will be just personal notes, like personal aside from the channel, and all of that. So yeah, I hope that works. I mean, for y'all, again, the vlog's always just been kind of a way for me to get some FaceTime with the camera and just kind of ramble, which I often do. We'll see how long this one ends up being. But yeah, just taking my notes here, just like this, again, this month was a blur, this year was a blur, and here we are at the end, which I've said in like 6 different ways at this point, so I'm truly rambling. And yeah, so in terms of just overall things, I mean, there were so many deals for things going on from Black Friday, and that carried into, I think, about halfway through this month, certainly, that I've seen on various websites and in stores and stuff like that. So that led to a lot of acquisitions. So now my backlog is actually very full, which is excellent, because that means I've got plenty of videos to shoot. And you know, it's been fun doing it, because especially I definitely seem to pick up more subscribers as I post more, which makes sense. Stuff's out there more, and I like doing that much output. It does get hard to do occasionally, so you know, it's not going to continue being everyday posts for ever. I mean, unless things go really well, and then who knows? Never say never, obviously. But you know, as of right now, the idea is to keep trying to catch up to kind of where I am with my queue, depression pile, whatever you want to call it. And you know, once I catch up to that, kind of probably slowing down. Again, the 3 main days for videos will always be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thursday, definitively, that is the one absolute day, like Thursday from now on to forever, to kind of borrow an ethos from local wrestling promotion, Wrestling Open / Beyond. So yeah, so that will always be a thing. But yeah, we'll kind of see how we ease into the new year. Again, it's still going to be everyday videos, probably through January, so that'll be very interesting. And I'm looking forward to some of the stuff coming out in the next few weeks anyway. So yeah, I guess that'll do it for that. That's kind of what's going on with the channel, where my head's at with what I want to do, and hopefully that works. Again, I hope this new section, or this new approach to this first section, just kind of being the channel news and kind of checking in with y'all, letting you know kind of how I feel and what I'm doing here, and where I'm going to be going over the next month, the next month after the vlog, kind of makes sense. So with that being said, enough of me completely rambling, we're going to move on to the notable acquisitions, and there were a ton this month, so probably going to do more than 3. But without further ado, let's do that now. Here we are at notable acquisitions, and you know, got a lot to talk about actually. Usually I keep this to 3, but you know, there's definitely a lot this month. There's a lot I want to talk about. So we're actually starting off with something I end up getting as a joint Christmas gift with my son. My son just loves vehicles, and you know, I originally was not going to pick up this Batman, or the Batmobile, because I didn't really want the Batmobile. But this Batman figure definitely looked cool. This is the McFarlane 89, obviously, and I kept seeing people post pictures and stuff, and I was like, okay, well, soft goods cape, that's pretty cool. Oh, the articulation actually looks really nice. The likeness is pretty good, and yeah, Lobo, it's all true. It's a great figure, and I love this thing. The only thing I think it's missing is like alternate hands, and I think I found another McFarlane Batman that comes with alternate hands that actually might work for that purpose, so I might pick that up. But even just as it stands, like, fantastic sculpt here, and it doesn't feel like a McFarlane figure. It doesn't, like, it does in some respects, but you know, there's just so much more movement with it, especially here in the arms, and you know, I've got to get that butterfly joint to move a little bit more. But yeah, just so nice, and was not expecting to really enjoy this as much as I do. It just looks awesome on the shelf. Just a more lively sculpt and just fun figure to play with than a lot of McFarlane figures that I've dealt with, you know, over the years. So yeah, really cool there. So that is that one. Then move on to something that I didn't pass on initially. I had it pre-ordered way back when it came out. I had to cancel it just due to budgetary things. I could have made it work, but I didn't, and I tried to justify it. And you know, opportunity came around. You know, a store here in Mass called Comically Speaking was having the sale that just increased during the week, the percentage off, and it was 50% off for the weekend. So me and my best friend went there, and he picked up for my birthday, for Christmas. They're not even close to each other. I don't know why I said that. The SH Figure Arts Vega, and oh man, I cannot believe I passed on this initially. It's a thing of beauty. The articulation is super nice. Yeah, it's awesome. I love this thing. I'm so happy to have it. So thank you, Joe. And yeah, just insanely good. Man, I'm so happy I have this. I'm glad I got the opportunity to actually get it again, because it's really something that should have been in my collection the entire time. And you know, I just stupidly let it pass me by. Never again. I definitely take more opportunities now when I know a good thing when I see it. So yeah, that is just phenomenal figure, honestly. Next, something that came up that I did not expect to pick up. It's a company I don't get a lot from. I'm not huge on Mezco stuff, but they did the solicitation pictures for this, the Bartholomew Vex, and yeah, I was sold pretty much from that. I had a few months ago gotten the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface, and you know, I definitely dug that figure. That review is up. This one I still need to record, but it's so nice. I'm not a huge fan of like the all cloth goods, but they did such a good job here, and it is very mobile for that. So that made me happy. I'm definitely still a little more kind of ginger and not as crazy with it as I would get with other figures. And it doesn't really seem to be any ankle rocker. Maybe I'm wrong there. I gotta watch a couple other people's reviews after I record mine. But yeah, it's a great character design, and just really cool stuff all around. Anyway, just the accessories with this guy are insane. So very happy to get it, and glad it showed up before the end of the year. So there's that. Then one figure that I expect to never see on the shelf, the wave is definitely hitting, or it has been hitting for a couple of weeks. But the AEW Unrivaled, I think this is, 13, the bunny, and she is the chase figure. I still hate that concept. Like, I don't know, man. I really don't like a lot of the kind of approaches to rarity that Jazzwares takes with the AEW stuff. But I mean, this is a great figure. This I want to see kind of get its due. And this review is not recorded yet, but it will be going up within the first couple of weeks of the year. But there's just some really good stuff. The only thing I think initially that just kind of disappoints me is there's no shin cut. But other than that, like, they did a great job. I think the likeness is better in person than it shows up on camera, if that makes any sense. The sculpt is definitely there. I think the paint might be slightly off. That's probably why people are like, oh, that looks nothing like Ali. But you know, I think it does, just not as much like some other figures look like they're wrestlers they are representing. So there is that. So very happy to have that. And I had to order that from China. on eBay, and I definitely paid over retail, as one would expect. Not too bad, enough that I was comfortable doing it. And yeah, so now I have it, and just I don't have to worry about the hunt. If I find one in the wild, I'll probably get one to keep on card just to have it, but I'm happy I have one. And then finally, the most important figure of the year to me, I gotta adjust my camera for this one. The Axie Toys Dinosaur Battlefield Bloodblade Tyrannosaurus King figure. This thing is everything it should be. This review is up. I have this and the purple one right now. The black one is on its way. Yeah, just phenomenal. I can't believe I have it. It's just a great way to end the year. Getting this, being able to have it kind of make an appearance on the end of the year list, which should be going up in 2 days on the last day of the year, along with the plastic combat for all the skeletons. So big day, that 31st. But yeah, this figure is just insane and just so fun. I haven't really been able to like put this down since I got it. I have a pre-order in for a second one from Big Bad Toy Store, just because second one, the red one, because it rules that much and I need that in my collection. So yeah, I guess I don't know where to put him that he fits and doesn't obscure other figures. But yeah, this would be the notable acquisitions for December 2023. And here we are at the end of the video. So, you know, personal notes, all of that. Actually, this hat is getting very warm, so take that off. But yeah, really not much to say here. A lot of stuff has just kind of been the same, chugging along at the day job. Everything else is pretty much more or less even, except, you know, just settling into winter as usual and all of that. But yeah, but beyond that, just kind of like head forward, working on videos and stuff like that. So I hope you all have been enjoying. You know, just speaking of that, I want to thank you all so much for a great year here. You know, I got worried a couple of months where just like my views seemed to just like completely tank, like literally single digits to like less than 20. And it was kind of disconcerting. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Certainly me posting every day has helped, because I've definitely seen a lot of new people come in. So any of you new people are watching this, you know, thank you so much for being here. And I hope that this is, you know, not too boring and just, you know, good background noise at the very least. But other than that, like, yeah, I'm really happy with where it is. It looks like it might hit 700 by the time this video goes up. Maybe more, maybe just shy of it. Either way, totally happy with that. And you know, I just love making these videos, and I hope that y'all enjoy watching them. So yeah, more toys in the new year and all that. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. It's just nice to have an audience here, especially because I haven't been doing music for so long. And you know, maybe that'll change in the new year. I know I said that last year, didn't come to fruition, but you know, who knows what's going to happen. So, you know, just keep moving forward, right? So yeah, ultimately it's just thank you all, and I really hope that all of you have a great new year, happy and safe new year, that, you know, the new year starts off well for you, and that, you know, you get great things, you know, not just material possessions, but, you know, good things happen to you. You have good luck and all of that, because y'all deserve it. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I will see you all in the new year. This will be going up a couple days before that ball drops. And yeah, as always, I guess just, you know, normal sign off. We'll see you in 2024. So I hope that all of you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.